William Allen will do his best on the mound to keep his team alive here in the division series. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Boy, this guy was unbelievably good in this last one. Struck out a ton of guys in an amazing performance, and all of his pitches were working. Let's hope he brings that A game back with him in this one.
The crowd is ready to erupt as their guys get set to take the field. Let's join public address announcer Mike Carlucci.
And now, your Baltimore Orioles.
And now here's how the visiting Red Sox line up in this one. Dero, what's your take on this lineup as they look to lock up the division series?
Matty, you take a look at this lineup. I find myself thinking back to my playing days when I knew I had the ace on the mound. It had to be win day, and when you get in a car to drive to the yard, you tell yourself, even though you felt bad about it, just get 2 or 3. All the pressure's on the big boy to have to execute, and he usually does. Look for this lineup to try and execute and score, manufacture 1 or 2 runs early in this one. All right, let's take a look at the defensive alignment for the Orioles. And this team's lucky enough to have their Gold Glover play shortstop, the captain of the infield, and the offense knows if the ball's hitting his direction, you could pretty much take the right-hand turn and go back to your dugout. Not only the routine ones, but the highlight reel ones as well.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Behind 0-2 now. Into the windup, here comes the 0-2 pitch. Still no balls and 2 strikes. The 0-2 once more is in off the plate. A little chilly but not unbearable tonight. 55 degrees here at first pitch. Oh, and the changeup is taken for a called 3rd strike, and the leadoff man is gone to begin the ball game.
Second baseman.
First delivery to him on the way. A slider that just grabs the outside corner. And there are our umpires calling balls and strikes in this one, Mr. James Kingsley.
Hey, Dero, James Kingley's a pretty good umpire. He doesn't get too excited, keeps things under emotions. He's a pretty good ball and strike umpire.
Yeah, James Kingsley will never show you up, and he's always approachable.
And Pedroia swings through that one as he's set down on strikes for the 2nd out. So digging in now, Mookie Betts looking to at least put the ball in play here this inning. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. A cold strike on the inside corner. Just underway in Baltimore. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
Hey, that's obviously the game plan against this guy. Bury it in on his hands. He finds himself down 0-2 now. He doesn't know if he's coming back in there or going breaking stuff down the way.
And just a masterful job of pitching here as he strikes out the side in order. 3 up. Here's J.D. Martinez. He'll lead it off here to begin the 2nd. And that's in there for a strike. Now look out as this is whistled foul off to the right side. Now a swing and a miss as he picks up another one. Make it 4 strikeouts already, and there's your first out.
One of the toughest pitches they hit, the straight changeup, right? El Cambio. Hadn't seen it in that entire at bat. And what happens? Gets the string pulled on him right there. Had no chance to put that ball in play.
Still looking for our first hit in the ball game. High in the air out to center field. Waiting on it, the center fielder. And he brings it in for the 2nd out of the inning. So with 2 gone now, here's a look at our playoff brackets. And as you can see, the winner of this series will get a date with the Mariners to decide the American League flag. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Takes a high fastball for a strike. That fastball was a lively one. You could hear the pop of the glove all the way up here.
Yeah, nothing better, huh, guys? I guess maybe the crack of the bat, but I'm not as partial to that as most people. He looks good and loose out there to start this one.
Now he gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate.
Great job by the pitcher right there.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Down in order go the Red Sox. We'll go. Rafael Devers the next to bat, as we are all set to begin the third inning in this one. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike.
Yeah, you attack the zone and get a swing and a miss that late on your first pitch fastball. Good chance he's coming right back with the same thing.
Swing and a miss, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2. And he looks at a cold strike 3 as the cut fastball's in there, and that's out number 1.
You hear that phrase, climb the ladder, all the time, and that's pretty much what he did right there. When you change the hitter's eye level with each pitch in that at-bat, it becomes very hard for him to adjust and put the bat on the ball. He made that strikeout look real easy.
Here's Jackie Bradley now, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. And Bradley swings and misses at that offering, and he's deep in the hole. 0-2. And that's into the corner, a foul ball and right. The next 0-2 is swung on and missed, strike 3.
Boy, he's got great stuff today, doesn't he? That's 7 punch-outs now here in the middle innings. He's up over 1 an inning up to this point. It'll be interesting to see if this lineup can change their plan of attack and start to put the ball in play. But right now, that's just not happening.
Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Late decision to swing that time, and as a result, it's 0-2. Rounded down the third baseline, but this will be a foul ball, and it's still 0-2. And he struck him out, his 8th punch out of the ball game, and that one ends the inning. Make it 9. Here's Xander Bogaerts now. He'll start things out here in a tie ball game. Here's the first pitch to him. Swing and a miss just behind a lively fastball. Still all zeros in the run column here in the 4th inning. Dan, does this continue, or does somebody score here?
I think this continues for a while, Matt. Both of these pitchers are throwing very well, throwing strikes, having good command of their off-speed pitches. This is going to be one of those low-scoring affairs.
Trying to send him packing for the second time. Just hung in there on that one. The next 0-2. And another foul ball. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Oh, and it's not often you see a guy like that flail so badly up there, but that was a great pitch for out number 1. So the bases are empty with 1 man gone, and that'll bring up the former MVP second baseman Dustin Pedroia. Both teams so far yet to crack the hit column. Popped him up. Number 18 shading to his right. 2 down. Stepping into the box, Mookie Betts. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. First pitch cutter that's by him for strike 1. Red Sox still looking for their first hit here. The 0-2 once more. And this will be chopped foul here at home plate. Just gets a piece of it. Still 0-2. The 0-2 once more. Fouled off. The 0-2 delivery. And that one just missed outside.
Broke out the sweeping slider right there and just missed off the edge. If he would have caught the corner right there, I think he's got it.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will...
Leading off for Boston, designated hitter.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. And he starts him out with a strike on the outer half. Late that time for a strike. Martinez swings the bat and throws from the right side and stands at 6'3". He was a 20th round selection back in the 2009 MLB draft.
What an absolute steal. I mean, this guy has gotten a lot of people some big raises in the organization. To be drafted as low as he was and turned himself into one of the biggest superstars in our sport. I am very impressed with what this guy's been able to accomplish.
Down the third baseline, but this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. Again, he sends it out of play.
I would say the pitcher would tell us up here that that wasn't great execution, but he definitely had him off balance. That is a pitch in his arsenal that he can go to.
And he can only battle for so long as he's finally set down here after an 8-pitch at-bat.
I'll tell you, he looks really dialed in on the bump right there. He's got a shutout going, and he really seems to have this lineup off balance. Even when he challenges them up in the zone, they don't have an answer for it.
Fastball in there for a called strike.
Well, they've really had an answer for keeping him in check in this series. He's offered very little resistance with the bat in his hand so far.
0-2 the count to Benintendi. And he's just rolling right now, and even dozen strikeouts for him in the ballgame. A look at our line score to this point, and I'm almost certainly jinxing things by pointing it out, but it's worth mentioning that 0 in the hit column through 2 outs here in the 5th. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
All bets are off for the offense right now. This guy's got a low pitch count. He's attacking his zone. They have to get more aggressive. This guy's not going anywhere.
Looking to set down the side on strikes. Here it comes. Grounder down the line at third. But this will wind up foul. Still 0-2. Here comes another 0-2. And he's got another one. 13 strikeouts now, and the inning is over. Red Sox go down 1-2. Stepping in, Rafael Devers. He'll lead it off for the Red Sox here in their half of the 6th.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these two teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. Hit hard back up the middle. And there's the first hit of the game for the Red Sox.
Hey, D-Row, it's kind of getting late early. That's only their first hit of the game, and we're into the 6th inning.
Yeah, this guy's been on point all day, working it in and out. Their pitching staff obviously did their homework on this offense. But right here, able to break through with the first knock. Hopefully the pass the baton mentality goes into effect, and we get some offense.
The 0-2 once more is swung on and missed. He got him.
Matt, just about everything he's doing is working. All of his pitches, great command, great location, and the big key with 2 strikes, he's attacking the zone.
Fastball that gets the inside corner, strike 1. Devers, a runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
The discipline has just been completely absent from this offense. Seems like they're always finding themselves behind the count, and a big reason why is they're swinging at all kinds of stuff that's not even in the strike zone.
1-2 to the Red Sox catcher. Got him, and that's number 15 for the ball game. That's back-to-back strikeouts now as they've been unable to advance that leadoff single into scoring position.
Yeah, clearly no problems working out of the stretch right now, Matt. He's taking control of this inning after giving up that hit. Now we'll see if he can finish it off strong as well.
Count even now at 1-1. And he struck him out. 16 for the ball game, and the inning is over. Here's the second baseman now, Dustin Pedroia. And guys, 7th inning already. Hey, I'm not complaining, but this one's been flying by.
Yeah, I'll agree with that, Matt. That's what you get when both starting pitchers have it working. Neither of them have been nibbling around the strike zone at all, and they've trusted their defense to make the plays, and they've done just that.
Yeah, and it's resulted in a game that could really go either way in these late innings. Bouncer up the middle. And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7. Striding in for Boston, Mookie Betts. No hits to this point.
Right fielder, Mookie Betts.
Hit out towards second. And that'll find its way into center field for a 1-out hit.
Hey, this guy's having a big series in the postseason. It looks like to me that the moment isn't too big for him. He's slowing the game down. He looks terrific.
Yeah, absolutely. Postseason monster right here, having a huge series. Any big leaguer can have their moment mid-May, but to do it when it gets cold outside means everything.
The left-handed hitting Andrew Benintendi stands in. He went down on strikes last time up. And that's taken for strike 1. And this catches the inside corner. Good spot there. It's 0-2.
You see there, the pitch count is up to 88. And at this point in the game...
And another one. Strikeout number 17 in the ball game as he keeps racking them up. Here's the first baseman now, Mitch Moreland. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
A wave and a miss, a tick behind a good fastball.
I think a big reason why he's been so effective in this one, that he's been just about getting ahead of every hitter. Seems like every one of them are 0-2, 1-2, and it's just about every at-bat. And when that's the case, your chances of getting a good pitch to hit are way worse.
So he gets the swinging strikeout on the changeup. Mitch Moreland goes down to become the first out in the 8th inning. Rafael Devers comes on with one gone here as he looks at a called strike 1. And that misses 1-1. No runs, 2 hits, and no errors for the Red Sox to this point. Took a wave at one around the shins with no luck.
You know, you don't face too many guys that have thrown a nasty splitter like he has today. He's had this lineup off balance all game with that pitch.
So he racks up the swinging strikeout on the breaking ball. Rafael Devers is sent packing for the second out of the inning.
Center fielder,
Fouled away.
Bradley Jr.
Waved at and missed, and he's behind 0-2.
Boy, he's been great in this one, and he's only 1 strike away from putting another 0 on the scoreboard.
Lifted down the line in left, and no one will track it down. No runs, 2 hits, and no errors for the Red Sox to this point. Got him for an even 20 strikeouts now thus far, as he's just been flat. Michael Lorenzen will be on the mound to start the 9th inning. Well, heroes are made in the postseason, and he was at least the hero in this one. He's our top player of the game.
And obviously, every game is so important in the postseason. So when you come to play like he did and make a big difference for your team, it's something that won't...
We are under the bright lights tonight as MLB Network welcomes you to this presentation of Major League Baseball. It's Game 3 of the AL Championship Series between the Seattle Mariners and the Baltimore Orioles. Going to be an interesting contrast in styles in this one as one of baseball's hardest throwers goes head-to-head with a top finesse arm. Next, William Allen will do the pitching in Game 3 of the series. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Wow, talk about a dominant performance in his last start. Struck out 20 batters. Let's hope he brings that same stuff with him because we might see a lot more Ks in this one.
Digging in, D. Gordon. And we are set for baseball here this evening. Now the pitch. And underway tonight from Baltimore as the first pitch misses for ball one. In there, 1-1. The mercury has dipped under 50, 49 degrees here at first pitch. The 1-2. Sent on the ground out to second. Cedeno is right there. And there's one gone to begin the evening. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball. Time for a look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is James Kingsley.
Dan, I know I was an offensive player, but I'm okay being a pitcher's umpire. If you're going to consistently pound that outer half, James Kingsley's usually going to give it to you.
Hey, listen, there's a reason why the pitchers throughout the league, they call him the king of the hill. You move the ball a little bit off the strike zone, he's not afraid to put that arm up. He's a very good pitcher's umpire.
Made a miss on the off-speed pitch that time. Gene Segura is the second out of the opening frame. A ball and no strikes. Bases are empty here with two men out. A 1-1 count now to Donaldson. And here's a slider for a called strike, and he's behind 1-2 now. Swing and a miss for strike three. Pulled the string on him that time, and the inning is over. Stepping in now is Mitch Haniger. He'll get us started in the top of the second. Takes a high fastball for a strike. Well, fans of the art of pitching are in for a treat. One of the game's big-time flamethrowers faces a top craftsman here today.
And you're going to see two different mindsets from both offenses, Dan. Facing the power guy, he's going to come at you. He's going to pitch to his strengths and not your weakness. And on the flip side, the finesse guy is going to try and keep everyone off balance. And I want to see what off-speed pitch he has working.
You know, Dero, that's one of the beautiful things about the game of baseball. Good pitchers come in all different shapes and sizes, and they come with all different type of weapons. We're going to see one flamethrower and one guy that throws below the speed limit.
Now the 1-1 pitch. And he fouls this one off. He'll try again, 1-2. And he'll just get a piece here as this is chopped foul at home plate.
Hey, I'm biased to the hitter right now. Keep frustrating that pitcher. Foul 12 of these things off. He's going to miss over the heart of the plate at some point.
So it was a strikeout swinging. Michael Brantley goes down for out number 2 in the top half.
Batting second, first baseman.
Swing and a miss that time. It's 0-1. Ripped on the ground to first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Pretty. And that'll bring up Ben Gamble. He'll look to get something going here in this scoreless ball game. Fastball, and he swings through it to fall behind. And he powers a cut fastball by him that time, and he's in charge now, 0-2. Hard hit ball to short. Machado is there. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third. Into the box now, Mike Zunino, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike. Bounce to first. Alvarez is up with it, and he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted. Next for Seattle, Jonathan Villar. This guy's still looking at a 0 in the hit column. And a fastball's in there for strike 1.
This guy's one of the best bunters in the league, but with 2 outs, I'm not sure that's a really good play right now. He might be forced to go ahead and swing the bat and try to get an extra base hit here with 2 outs.
Third inning, no score to this point. Try to change of pace with 2 strikes there, but it misses 1 and 2.
Love the execution of that changeup, but hats off to the guy at the plate right now. That's a great take in this situation. Maybe bought himself a fastball.
And a good fastball swung on and missed for strike 3, and the inning is over. So coming to the plate, D. Gordon. Second appearance here. He grounded out to start the ball game.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these 2 teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
Got him swinging on the split-fingered pitch, and that's out number 1.
Boy, that's really disappointing for a guy that has wheels, right? All he wants to do is get on base and take advantage of the strength of his game, which is his speed. But with a strikeout right there, you can't get on first base if you strike out.
Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2. 1 and 2, the count to the Mariners shortstop.
As a hitter, you got to be staunch in your game plan. You know he has a nasty changeup, and you got to fight to make sure it's in the zone. That's a great take right there.
Got him on the good slider there. Swung on and missed as he's down on strikes for the second time tonight.
Pretty impressive back-to-back strikeouts to start the inning. What's even more important is now he gets to face the middle of the order without anybody on base for them to drive in.
Both teams so far yet to crack the hit column. Tried to get him to go after one below the knees, but it's 1 and 2. And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning.
Hitting off for Seattle, right fielder.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Tap down the line. That's a foul ball. Well, now that we're midway through this one, it's safe to say that runs have been at a premium, and both starters, doing it in different ways, have turned in excellent performances.
Dan, you could speak to this. Obviously, 2 different ways to skin a cat. One's a finesse guy working all 4 quadrants, keeping guys off balance. The other, a flamethrower coming right at you.
Yeah, it's been a story of like 2 different styles of pitches, but both getting the same thing. Both throwing strikes early, keeping the ball down in the zone. As you touched on it, there's more than one way to get around through a lineup, and we've seen one guy with power and one guy do it with more skill and finesse.
Mancini will range to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the second out of the inning.
Now batting.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. There's a strike.
I really like how he's getting ahead early in the count. He's pitching aggressively, and what that does, it holds the pitch count down.
Knee-high slider that he takes a look at.
Hey, that's case in point right there. He thought that was going to hollow out his rib and ended up being a strike.
Lifted out towards straightaway center field. Maben is there. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. In now, Ben Gamel. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Halfway to 100 pitches. Here it is. Hit back up the middle. To his right, Cedeno. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely. Settling in now, Mike Zunino. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Zunino, a native Floridian. He was selected in the first round during the first-year player draft of 2012.
Yeah, he has turned himself into a really nice ball player. I wouldn't put him on the superstar level, but you know what? They didn't miss with this pick either. You go into high rounds and you carve out a career the way this guy has, nice pick.
So it's a backwards K on the changeup that time. Mike Zunino becomes the first out of the inning.
This is a tough guy right here to hit into a double play. He's fast and he swings from the left side, so out of the box he's going to get a good break. You might have to try to get the strikeout right here because very rarely are you going to get this guy to ground into a double play.
And he struck him out. The 10th victim set down on strikes thus far.
That's 10 strikeouts for him now, and I'll tell you, he could rack up quite a few more before he's done. Still a lot of game left in this one.
Swing and a miss. It's 0-2.
Good breaking ball right there. Good hard slider. The count now 0-2.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Gene Segura standing in. And guys, 7th inning already. Hey, I'm not complaining, but this one's been flying by.
Yeah, I'll agree with that, Matt. That's what you get when both starting pitchers have it working. Neither of them have been nibbling around the strike zone at all, and they've trusted their defense to make the plays, and they've done just that.
Yeah, and it's resulted in a game that could really go either way in these late innings.
You know, hats off to the pitcher right there. You got a great hitter at the plate. It's early in the count, and he wanted to get ahead. Nice challenge pitch right there.
He throws him on the breaking ball that time. Gene Segura is retired to start out the 7th. Digging in once again, Josh Donaldson. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. And a cut fastball in there for a strike. It's 0-1. Swing and a miss, and he needs a little discipline here. 0-2.
There's another pitch for a strike, and this guy's really attacking hitters well tonight, being aggressive early on. And if he continues to throw strikes like he is, he's going to have a pretty good night.
So it was a swinging strike 3. Josh Donaldson is the second out in the 7th inning. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And it's fouled away. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Fouled off. And he's going to add to the total. 14 punch-outs now as that ends the... Here's Michael Brantley. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one.
Not sure if this is a powerhouse pitching performance by both teams or bad hitting, but as we're moving late into this one, it's about time somebody puts something together to try to score a run.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Fouled away. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Got him. And that's number 15 for the ball game. Digging in, Ryan Healy. 0 for 2 on his line thus far. Bouncer down the line. That winds up foul. And a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball 1.
Well, you're in trouble at the plate if you fall behind this guy. 0-2, so that was a good job to hold up right there.
Slider is in there, and now it's 1-2. 1 out, nobody on. Struck him out. Strikeout number 16 thus far as he's had a whale of a ball game. And that'll bring up Ben Gamble. A hit in 2 tries so far.
This guy is really locked in on the bump right now. He's just playing good old-fashioned hardball right now, just rearing back and letting it go. And it seems like this lineup, they don't have an answer for anything he's bringing so far.
And another one. Strikeout number 17 in the ball game as he keeps. Digging in, Mike Zunino. He'll lead things off here in this one-run contest.
Mike Zunino.
That's taken. Now it's 0-2. As we head into the later innings in this game, I think it's safe to say that both starters have given their teams a great chance to win here today.
Wow, Hero, we've seen one power pitcher, one finesse guy, but both of them on point. Two different ways to get through a lineup, and both of them have worked.
Yeah, Dan, tip of the cap to both starters, right? Two different ways. The power guy was on top of his game, not really mincing much, just coming right down the throat at these offensive players. The finesse guy did exactly what he's always done. Move the ball up and down, in and out, and get it to the bullpen. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's his windup. I don't know if it's just flat stuff. But he's getting a lot of swings outside the zone, and he's having a big game.
So it's a backwards K on the changeup that time. Jonathan Villar is retired, and now they're down to their final out in this one. Here's D. Gordon now. He's their last shot here with 2 away in the ninth as they look to avoid the shutout.
Yeah, Matt, they just haven't had any answer for the great pitching so far in this one.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Looks at a changeup on the inside corner for a strike.
Oh, man, he's got a chance to strike out the side on 9 pitches. 7 down, 2 to go.
And he fouls this one off. A capacity crowd. 48,876 on their feet in Baltimore. Last chance for the Mariners. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
Hey, not many pitchers can brag about throwing a one-hit complete game, so hats off for him. But as a pitcher, I know he's going to wonder, like, what might have been. So close to a no-hitter, but it wasn't meant to be. That's baseball for you.
And that one run held up tonight, 1-0 the final. The Baltimore Orioles